Hey, it's Jen from the Turquoise Door. Just showing you my current project here and how I'm applying it to the wall. So we're in the trailer. This is the master bedroom, and this is right behind, if the cameraman can pan down, you can see I'm sitting on our bed. I've pulled the mattress out of the way. So this area here will be our headboard. So there was a headboard on here previously. It was interesting looking. It matched all the trim work that we have, kind of an oak color. It was only styrofoam, believe it or not, so that popped right off the wall, no problem. So I wanted something that I could replace it with that would be stylish and light, because a regular headboard made of solid wood is fairly heavy. So this here is paint sticks. You can see here I have a whole pile going on the bed, but it's quite the mess. I went into the Benjamin Moore, just down the road from me, and was asking her about paint sticks, and she said I could buy a box. So I had a brainstorming moment and thought this would work great for the headboard. So what we've done so far is I've marked out a line on the wall to give me my center, and basically figured out for the size of the wall what would work for me. Now you'll notice with these, they are multicolored, which is nice. It gives it some variation. I am going to be staining this afterwards. You can see on these paint sticks they have a bit of a groove cut into them where I guess you're supposed to hang on to them. Are you zooming in?
I was.
Okay. So basically I didn't want to cut them all, and it would take me so long to cut all these. So I thought what I could do is alternate them. So what I've essentially done on the wall is I don't mind if there's a few gaps here or there. It makes it look a little more rustic. So I've taken where there is a gap, I've done the next one and made sure I've turned it the other way. So that way it's a small gap and not a huge gap. You can see the gap there. So if we turn it the other way, it lessens the space. So when you stain this, you're not going to see any of the gaps that are happening there. So basically all we're doing is going along here. I've kind of staggered the colors, so you can see there's kind of a bit of a gray stripe, the natural color, the gray, just to kind of give it an even look and disperse them throughout the whole entire project instead of having like a whole row of gray. So we take our paint stick, make sure you put the adhesive, and what I'm using this time around, it's DAP, it's called Beats the Nail. So I usually use PL construction adhesive. It's all the same kind of stuff. As long as it says it's quick grab, it adheres to wood and all sorts of things, it'll work for you. All I'm doing is, again on the Benjamin Moore side, because we don't want to see that, just putting a few dabs down. And we're going to, so I have a bright colored one, so I'm going to come down here. So they're staggered, and that's our groove. So I want the nice flat side here. So I put it on the wall, and I'm using a brad nailer. It's just an 18 gauge brad nailer. So I'm just going to tack the end, and then I'm going to tack the other end. And that's it. The adhesive sets up in a couple of minutes, and it's permanently on the wall now. So that's pretty much it. So I just wanted to show you my progress on this. I'll hopefully have it stained this week some point. And for this here, I don't have to worry about the gap because I'm going to be putting a border around it so it looks like a headboard. So we have a little more woodwork to do and then some staining, and I will show you the finished product when I'm done. Thanks. Talk to you later.